as a quick little update for this week, this little man went to the vet, and I will just go ahead and tell you right now, he got a perfect bill of health. They said mostly for diabetic. That's your milk. You rejected the milk. What? I do too. What's wrong with it? It's not bad, is it? I don't think no. I'll be back with something that meets his standard. Another way to a cat's heart. It's called Ready Whip. Alright, anyways, we're a little late this week. And yeah. It's not a great week. So let me go ahead and just do the numbers, and I'll go into an explanation as to what happened and what's going on currently. We weighed in last week at 276.4, right? This week, we weighed in at 275.6. The roller coaster just keeps going. So we had a 0.9 pound loss, taking us to a grand total of 190. There it is. That's the number. I put it in wrong. 199.1 pounds. You can't get much closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. What happened? A 0.9 pound loss? That's not like you. Okay, so there's the thing with all diets and living of where what you consume, you kind of get rid of in the form of heat or CO2 or other ways. And sometimes when those ways get clogged, so to speak, things, your numbers don't look as good as they could. So we're having a battle right now with that clog. So I am currently on this guy and this guy. Yeah, we're double dosing right now because it's that bad. It's that bad now. To the point of where I kind of got scared. Yeah. I was not very happy. The longer things were not progressing, so to speak, trying to figure out the best way of wording this without being too weird. And I think I'm only making it weirder by doing this, but it's more fun. So yeah, we're working with that issue currently. Finally getting some headway after the double dosing, and I'll probably have to take another round of it tonight. So next week, the last possible week to have this done is when we're gonna finally have the numbers right. We're gonna be at 200 on the last possible week. I promise, we'll be there. We will be there. But it just wasn't meant to be this week. God has a sick, twisted sense of humor when it comes to this stuff, and at least I can laugh about it. At least I can laugh about it, because it just couldn't have been timed out any better. Everything couldn't have lined up better for this outcome. Of all the weeks, of everything, you had a whole year for this to happen. Then a vacation comes on top of it, shortening it just by this specific amount to hit on the same exact week. There is other way. It's funny. It's just funny. Oh man. Okay. On a keto food review note, these things are really good. Are they keto? Frick should I know. They're chocolate covered. But yeah. 8 out of 10 would take again. Anything else happened this week? Yes, actually. Yes, there was something else that happened this week. I downgraded again in my size. And it's a happy, sad thing. So I downsized to a 2X shirt now. This is a 5XL and I am at a 2X. That's a big difference. I was not ready for that at all, to be down to a 2X. Because I finally, I put on a 3X shirt that I had just bought from the store. and it was too big. And I was just like, what the frick? So I go back to the store, I get a 2X of the same exact thing, and lo and behold, I fit into it. Here's the bad thing, okay? Does it open a whole range of stuff that I could purchase and wear now? Absolutely. Here's the bad part, though. Pretty much essentially all my closet is 4X and 3X, meaning I don't fit into anything but maybe 10% of my closet now. That sucks. It is going to take me a while to get the closet built back up now. I mean, it's good because, I mean, like, I can actually fit into very normal clothing. Clothing shopping at Walmart will be 10 times easier. Majority of what they have will go up to a 2X. 3Xs you'll find, but they'll be a little bit more limited. 2X is basically available in literally everything. So it's nice. I can now choose what I want, how I want, when I want. Just, I don't have very many clothes now, especially when I'm going to Florida here in like 2 weeks' time, about a week and a half now. So yeah, between those two events happening, it's been an interesting week to say the least. Overall though, the diet has maintained perfect track as to, like, it's been great. The more I've been going without the night snacking, the more I'm gaining control. And the more, like last night and the night before, like the cravings are pretty much zero. It's great. It's actually calming itself down now. I worry though, if I was to have even just one night snack at all, that it would re-trigger that part of the brain of being like, all right, we're back in, boys. Let's get back into the game. And I don't want it to get back into that game. I want it to stay out of that game. I want it to stay benched for the rest of its life. Watching as the varsity player takes over and leads the team to victory. Yeah, I was like really, really set and excited for this week to hit that 200-pound mark. Something told me that it just wasn't going to happen. Even though I stuck to everything. Everything was still keto. Everything was still good. Everything was still fine. It just wasn't meant to be, apparently. One more week of keto. Because next week will be my birthday meals, so that will not be a keto week. But this is the last full week that I have to do keto. Focus on the ketosis, focus on the weight loss, focus on keeping strong on it, and try and not get freaking bound up like I have a damn rubber band ball in my gut. It'll be nice getting a break and then getting back on to things, because I'm interested to see how the mindset could potentially change. I'm interested to see how the stomach will react. I'm interested to see how just everything will work. How easy will it be for me to transition back into keto? Will it be difficult, or will it be relatively easy? I think, and I feel currently like it should be pretty easy. Since I've done it for a full year, I'm already used to it. But having a little bit of vacation, will that change the mindset? Will it become more difficult than I'm anticipating? It'll be interesting. And I will be documenting every last little bit of it, because this is documenting for my own sake, as well as for other people who want to know strategies or need to know that they're not the only ones struggling. But I think that's going to do it for this week, though. So after he got his perfect diagnosis, I'm hoping that next week I will have a perfect diagnosis. Fingers crossed. But this week, I'm working 6 days. It is going to be non-stop work from now, well, tomorrow, through my vacation. So the amount of exercise I'm going to be getting, I see zero way that we're not going to lose 0.9 pounds, especially when this stuff fully kicks into effect. So I am very, very excited for next week's weigh-in, where we can finally celebrate the glory of 200 pounds. It'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it. But just seeing 275.6 even, I mean, that's 275, okay? Like, just dropping below that, like 275, that is, once again, a very, very beautiful number. It's an absolutely gorgeous number that I'm very happy to see. It still just doesn't feel real though. And I know I've mentioned it before. It just doesn't feel real. Because I failed so many times. And this time it worked. And it worked so fast. It still just feels like a weird dream that I'm gonna wake up from. I'll enjoy this dream while it lasts. So, anyways, that is going to do it for this week's episode, everybody. And thank you guys for the continued support. And I will see you guys back here next week, where we will hopefully be able to celebrate. Good night.